ready to make dinner, and tonight we are having buffalo chicken style chicken drumsticks. And I'm actually gonna fix them in my Instant Pot, so I'll show you how I'm gonna do that. But you just need some drumsticks, some chicken wings / buffalo sauce. This is just some cheap sauce that we have in our fridge. I'm sure you could find some better kind, but I'm not going to use a ton of this because you actually cook it with some ranch seasoning. So this is just a ranch packet, ranch dressing packet seasoning mix that you actually pour in with the chicken in the Instant Pot. And then I've cut up and peeled and diced some just like red potatoes, and I'm going to serve those on the side, and I'm going to toss them in some avocado oil because avocado oil is a great cooking oil for a high temperature. And since I am baking at 450, I have my oven preheating, I want to use that kind of oil. I'm going to use some seasoning salt with the potatoes, some salt and pepper, toss that up, put it on a pan to bake, and then I'm going to serve with a side of the steamer bag of veggies. When you're looking for vegetables in the frozen aisle, you want to make sure that it is just simply what it states that it is. So this is just broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots. So there's no added, sodium or anything like that. Typically when you're buying frozen vegetables, they can be healthy and they are an alternative, but a lot of the ones that you find in the stores will have like a butter sauce or cream sauce or something like that. But this is just pure vegetables, so that's why I like to use them. They're just so easy for a quick side, and you just put them in the microwave and you are good to go. So I'm gonna get started and go ahead and prep my chicken, and I will show you all how I do that. Okay, so for the Instant Pot drumsticks, the recipe called for a cup of chicken broth, but I just used water because I actually forgot to get some at the store. But just make sure your rack is in there and that you have some kind of liquid, whether it's broth or water. And then you just want to place the drumsticks just right on top of the rack until you can fit all of them on top of there. And it's okay if they are kind of crowded in there, they will cook, but as you can see, they are kind of piled on top of that rack. And then I'm just going to sprinkle some of the ranch seasoning mix on top of the drumsticks until it's all empty. And then I'm also gonna add just some salt and pepper as well to the top. Okay, so my drumsticks are in there with the ranch seasoning, salt and pepper. So I'm going to put my lid on top. There we go. And then you want to make sure that your setting is set to sealing and not venting. And this little guy right here is a steam cabinet protector. You can order them off Amazon, but I actually won this one and it's my prized possession because it's so cute. But anyways, make sure that little guy is flipped to sealing. And we are going to cook on, I always do manual, so I just go to pressure cook, and we're gonna cook for 12 minutes, and then we are going to let it natural release for 15 minutes. So while the chicken is getting started, I'm gonna go ahead and throw my potatoes in, and those will cook for 30 minutes. And just to kind of talk more about how I was talking about the frozen vegetables, I wanted to show you all another kind that I had in my freezer. This is pumpkin spelt risotto. So it's got carrots, onions, rosemary, and spices in a creamy sauce. So prime example of how this had 3 ingredients and that has all of those ingredients. So there is some added sugar, there's added salt. So the sodium in this one is 300 milligrams versus the 30 milligrams found naturally in these vegetables. So just to kind of give you an idea, there's nothing wrong with having this every now and then. But if you are looking for more of, just a plain vegetable, certainly less ingredients is better. The drumsticks have naturally released for 15 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and let the rest of the steam out. which was hardly anything. Just make sure that the pin drops. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it up. Okay, so you can see the chicken is done. So I'm going to get them out and then transfer them on a baking sheet. And I just poured some of the buffalo sauce in a little bowl, and I'm just gonna brush over each little drumstick and then bake it for like 5 to 10 minutes. So just got the sauce on the drumsticks, so I'm going to put them in the oven for 10 minutes, and while those are cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and start my steamer veggies. So here is the finished product, literally steaming, but I've got my steamer veggies, the buffalo style drumsticks, and my roasted potatoes. Pretty good. And you could always add more sauce if you want to, but I just don't like them drowning in sauce. But if you like more sauce, you could totally add it. But pretty simple dinner, ready to eat.